Hey everybody, I am 22 Tiger Dude and I'm here to review the SpongeBob episode, All That Glitters, requested by Danny Guaman and Oscar Jimenez. All That Glitters is about when SpongeBob breaks his spatula after a customer orders a monster patty. When SpongeBob is sad that his spatula is broken, he has to go out on a search for a new spatula. It's terrible! I hated this episode. The plot to this episode is so freaking stupid. And it's just not very well written. It's not a clever plot. SpongeBob is just annoying as hell in this episode. Once his spatula breaks, that little annoying sponge just freaking cries for like the next minute or minute and a half, and it feels never ending. It is so annoying. And then as the episode goes on, you get more crying. I just could not stand that. How the episode Evil Spatula was handled, it was handled so much better, and it reached to its full potential, in my opinion, of course. If you don't like Evil Spatula, that's your opinion. But I really thought Evil Spatula was a fantastic episode, while All That Glitters could go flush itself down the toilet. The potential was just really wasted for All That Glitters. The only positive I could say about this piece of crap is that there are actually a few funny moments. I am going to just go ahead and just spoil the funny moments because I don't give a shit, because this episode is just so terrible, so it doesn't deserve to be spoiler free. If you guys want to cover your ears, go ahead, but I'm going to start spoiling the moments I found funny starting now. With that 1.5 painfully annoying minute of SpongeBob just crying like an annoying baby, Patrick climbs up in the mountain. He cries to SpongeBob. I actually thought that was pretty funny. Another funny moment in this episode, I will say actually cracked me up, was everyone's reaction to SpongeBob being naked. How he shows up to the Krusty Krab naked. I'm not gonna laugh. That definitely gave me a good laugh. Especially when Mr. Krabs comes into the kitchen and says, "Don't you have any shame, boy?" So I will admit, that actually did make me laugh. And the final thing that made me laugh about All That Glitters is actually this stupid moment where the spatula's in the hospital. You just see him laying on the bed, SpongeBob's crying, and then there's this doctor who's not really a doctor. He's just an actor playing the doctor. That moment was stupid, but it was so stupid, it was funny. It wasn't like the rest of the episode where it's like it was so stupid, it was painful to watch. I will give the writers credit for that. It's a painful episode to sit through. I can't stand it. It gets annoying. And you know what the best part of this episode is? We hear more freaking crying from SpongeBob near the end. Oh, that's just great. I did kind of like the message, all that glitters is not gold. Some people may be confused with that meaning, but I actually thought that was a really good meaning, and it was actually true, so I will give the episode credit for giving that one pretty clever message. And it does give you a reason why this episode is called All That Glitters. Overall, yeah. Oh, God, I hate this episode. 2 out of 10. Oh, yeah. Now I'm here to review an episode that doesn't make me want to bang my head against the wall. And that episode is Wishing You Well, requested by Oscar Jimenez. Wishing You Well is about when Mr. Krabs learns about wishing wells, about how you make a coin and make a wish. He wants to make a little money. So he decides to build a wishing well, but he wants SpongeBob to stay there pretty much 24/7 just to see if he gets any money. So we get to see SpongeBob, and then a little later you see Patrick in the well, and then for the final 3 minutes of the episode, Squidward is in the well with them. It's too bad that this episode had to pair up with a shitty episode like All That Glitters. Forgetting about that episode. I thought the storyline to this episode is amazing. I loved Wishing You Well. It's a very great episode. It makes me very happy. I thought it was very well done, very well told. There was actually a couple of musical numbers that SpongeBob sings. It's actually one of my favorite musical numbers from SpongeBob. I love both musical numbers and Wishing You Well. I think they're great songs. They are short, but they're very catchy, and I thought there were very good lyrics to them, and they just make me smile. The episode also does crack me up as well. It's one of the funniest episodes, in my humble opinion. I really dig the humor. I love the storyline. I loved how it was handled. I love the adventure of them actually being in a wishing well. It's very unique the way this episode explored the wishing well storyline. I loved it. It was definitely very funny. It was definitely very adventurous. It was very imaginative. You could tell there was a lot of creativity going when the writers were coming up with an episode like Wishing You Well. I also gotta say, it has a very unexpected ending. I did not expect this episode to end the way it did. It's definitely one of the most unpredictable endings of SpongeBob, in my humble opinion. You know how it's going to end, even with your favorite ones. But this episode, it definitely had one of the most unexpected endings ever. Very random. It was really well done. And even though Squidward was only in the wishing well with SpongeBob and Patrick for the final 3 minutes of the episode, I gotta say, it was really funny. And this episode has some of the most quotable lines ever. I love the Santa Claus line in this episode. Just the stuff that went down this episode really does bring a huge smile to my face. It's very funny. It's very well done. It has an unexpected ending that I really love. It's just very well written. Loved how it was paced. Loved the creativity put into this episode. And I give Wishing You Well a 10 out of 10. Make a penny in some magic, even though your life is tragic. You could throw all your dreams down the well, although every day... No. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. Just thanks for watching, and yeah, 10 out of 10 for Wishing You Well. Subscribe to my channel, comment your opinion on this SpongeBob episode, like and share this video, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I am 22 Tiger Dude. Don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!